Hello, hello. Welcome to our third race of the season. Coming to you at Autoplay Motor Speedway. On the front row today, it is Roland Heidfeld. And starting second for the second race in a row, the 16, Wyatt Chow. Row 2, we see Connor Nelson in the Interstate Batteries Toyota. And Rian Putra. Row 3, Drew Wood, starting alongside Diego Picone. Row 4, Dirk Dinkum, starting alongside Trevor Martin. Both of them looking to rebound after a rough race here at Vegas. Row 3, Aiden Allen in the 1, coming off of a runner-up place finish. Rounding out the top 10, Conte Ponchanak. At 11th, the 8, John Morgan, starting alongside Ringus Nick Dingus. Up next, the 35 of Jeff Dubuquet, starting alongside the 22, Sean Hoffman Jr. 15th, the 81, Alex McDonald, alongside the 7 of Steve Lucerday. Up next, Oleg Bravarskoy, starting alongside the 42, Aiden O'Malley. In 19th, we've got the 48, Jake Edwards, coming off the top 5, and the 33 of Gigante. Row 11 has us with the 47 of Sydney Stream, and the 41 of Trevor Walker. In 23rd, Giovanni Martinez, starting alongside our points leader, Christian Loaiza. 25th, we have the 17 rocking the purple car of Blake Burnett, and the 43 of Kabuto Hantu. In our next row, we have Ignacio Tamayo in the Castrol Mustang, starting alongside Kyle Rigger. In 29th, we have the 11 of General Moody, starting alongside the 12 of Mike Bush Jr. 31st, we have the 10 of Jordan Walker, and the 19, DeWalt Nick Ryder. In 33rd, we have Brendan Reed, starting alongside last week's winner, Noah Hobson. We've got Jaden Reed in the 9. 36th place for Studley Mediocrities, and rounding out our field today, Jim Bob Cooter in the 99. Let's get trackside. Alright, here we are coming to the green, being led by that 21 car of Roland Heidfeld, Wyatt Chow, Connor Nelson, your top 3, coming to the green flag. The way our stages will work today are 10, 10, 20. So, lap 10, lap 20, and to the end. Hoping to see a lot of passing, a lot of battling, as already it looks like it's going to be the outside that may begin to get the initial run. Yes, it is. That is Wyatt Chow in the 16 getting off to an early lead. He has pulled away pretty quickly on the outside there over Heidfeld in the 21. This track is known for having some fast racing, so we'll see how cars shift around this race. 40 laps ahead of us, and the first of the day is going to be led by the 16 of Wyatt Chow. Chow had a great run last week at Las Vegas through the first stage, and then problems on pit road, including a speeding penalty, sent him back to the field, and he was never really able to recover. He drove up from 37th to 24th, got back to 36th, then drove back up to 24th again. Hopefully, he is going to be looking to stay up front this race in that Wendy's Biggie Bag number 16. Moving into second place now is Rian Putra in that 29 Intel Chevrolet, driving for RCR. Fighting back on the inside, that's the 21, and here's Diego Tacone. Look like he's going to make it 3 wide here for second place. Got a good battle going on. We're going to go look at the 21. There's Connor Nelson in the 18. John Morgan already moved up into the top 6 after starting a little further back. You can see there are some movement going on. Slides up the track. Nelson in the 18 is running the low lane in that bright green Interstate Batteries car, as they're all chasing Mr. Chow in the lead right there. Wyatt Chow, number 16, is currently in the top 16 in playoff standings. but he would feel a whole lot better if he's able to lock it in here at Fontana. Seems like he's got the car to do it. Fastest lap on the track goes to John Morgan in the 8, but Wyatt Chow all by himself, clean air, second place. That 16 car is looking like the early favorite to win this race. Let's go back into the battle back here. Let's ride with Diego Tacone here in the 77. We're going to go on board while we see his attempts at making some moves. You can really hear the throttle control there as this lead is actually starting to get shortened as they're consolidating a little bit better up in the field. 16, 29, 21, your top three at the line of that lap. One car who was starting in the back that had a great race last race was actually last week's winner, Noah Hobson. He started back in 34th this race. It'll be interesting to see how far up the field that car can move. He wasn't even... Nick Ryder was the best starting DeWalt car, and himself was starting in the back too. They're running 32nd and 33rd right now. JGR outside of Connor Nelson are all outside of the top 30. Chow's got some company for this lead here for the first time all race. There's a challenge for that 16 car. Then that comes in the 77 and the 29 who he's going to have to fend off. John Morgan in that 8 car is up to 4th. He is moving through the field here in that Lenovo car for RCR. We've got 2 RCR cars in the top 5. As they are 3 wide back there, there's the 4 car of Ringus McDingus in that Mobil 1 Mustang. He also started outside the top 10 and has moved up. Good lap there from Chow has pulled him away just a little bit as we're getting closer and closer to the end of the stage. The last lap of the stage is lap 10, so the stage officially ends on lap 11. That outside lane led by Diego Tacone is starting to move quicker than the inside lane. Will they be able to get up to that 16 car of Wyatt Chow? Oh, it looked like we had a car in the wall there coming out of turn 4. I couldn't tell who that was. It might have been the 14, maybe the 8. Either way, Wyatt Chow is back to having a solid lead here with 2 laps to go in the stage. Looks like Connor Nelson in that interstate car who's moving to 3rd, battling with the 4 car. There's the 29 of Riam Putra in the middle there. But that Wendy's Chevrolet is looking good for the end of this stage. Yeah, that is the 8 car of John Morgan who is in the wall there on that lap. Doesn't seem like it's going to slow him down too badly, but he ran a little closer to the wall than I imagine he wanted to. Yeah, let's just give me 1 second. I got to bring out the caution. Caution will be out, coming to the line here for the end of the stage. It's been the 16 cars show so far. Got off to the lead, starting from the outside of that front row, and he has not let it go in that Wendy's Chevrolet Camaro. Coming out of turn 4, stage 1 goes to Wyatt Chow in the 16. Looks like Tacone 2nd, McDingus 3rd, Nelson 4, Gigantar 5, Putra 6, Morgan 7, Wood 8, Heidfeld 9, And 10th place for the 14 of Trevor Martin. Joe Gibbs, 33, 34, 35 outside of our 4th place Connor Nelson. Not the runs that these guys were looking for today, as we are going to head into pit road. Now, this is going to be a make or break pit stop for Wyatt Chow here in the 16. After what happened last week, his team is going to be looking at all costs to avoid the same disaster as last week. So here we are, setting up the pit road camera to capture the race off. As we'll go back to Wyatt Chow. Alright, as expected, everybody is coming in here. Should not be any surprises. Let's see who's got a good day in the pit and who has a bad day. Looks like the 10 car has teleported into his stall. Good for him. That's a nice ability to have. Wyatt Chow should have a pretty good pit stall. Yep. 2nd place pit stall from his starting position. I think it goes based off of starting order, right? Yeah. Will he come out that way? Here they come, starting to get off of pit road. And the 16 of Chow is going to come out first to Cone, McDingus, Nelson, Gigantar. Doesn't look like the order is going to change too much. Except for the 29 of Rian Putra. He's going to drop far back into the field. And here is the Joe Gibbs Racing drivers of Ryder, the 11, and Jim Bob Cooter. Alright, Wyatt Chow retains your race lead here at Auto Club Motor Speedway as we're getting ready to go racing at stage 2. Alright, we are back green here at Auto Club. It's going to be Tacone who beats Chow to the line. But Chow has had a fast enough car to where I could see him rolling back. Has not been a lead change yet besides this outside restart. Blistering start, by the way, by Diego Tacone in that 77 car. Chow in the 16 is already starting to roar back with help from Ringus McDingus on the inside. Connor Nelson, 18 on the outside. And he's got the very quick 8 car of John Morgan behind him. Car who had a good pit stop is that 42 team. That's Aiden O'Malley. He's came from outside of the top 10. He's up to 7th. Morgan in that 8 definitely has some speed. He's able to compete. Diego Tacone in the 77 in the lead right now. 16 and the 8 still look like they're the fastest cars on the track. They have ran 1:2:77, ran the 3rd fastest. Surprising lap time is Jim Bob Cooter back there. He's ran the 4th quickest lap this race, but he has been in the back. Here comes Connor Nelson in the 18. He looks like he might take a stab at going for the lead here on that 77 of Tacone. With help from Chow, and they're going to be 2 wide going in, maybe even 3 wide going into turns 1 and 2. Who's going to be able to get the run here? Will it be Nelson? Will it be Chow? Will it be Tacone? Looks like Tacone is going to clear on the outside. Chow is going to advance to 2nd with help from John Morgan in the 8. As Chow starts to look for a way around the 77 car. Our points leader, Christian Luiza, in the 45 car, has yet to crack the top 20 this race, as we see Wyatt Chow and Connor Nelson pass the 77 for the lead. Our first green flag lead change. But wait a second, he's coming back on the outside, roaring back. What a run by that 77 of Tacone to clear Chow back on the backstretch. I thought for sure the lead was going to change hands there, as Chow gets another blistering run on the inside. Let's see the run the 77 gets off here, coming to lead this lap. Oh, the lap leader, it's going to be close. I think it's Wyatt Chow who led it. Yes, it is. Chow has officially taken the lead back. How long will he be able to keep it for? As we've got 2 laps to go in stage 2. There's Giant Gigantar on the inside. He's starting to make some moves up the field. Chow in the 16 still roaring. The top lane's got help from Connor Nelson. Chow's going to need a little bit more from the 33 on the inside to keep this lead. Doesn't look like he's going to get it, and that is going to move the 77 of Diego Tacone right back into the lead. Here comes Wyatt Chow on the inside. He held that turn very, very loud. Last lap in the stage here for Wyatt Chow versus Diego Tacone. And I'm not so sure who I've got winning this stage. Chow is your leader, just barely. Sorry to interrupt that, but I have to bring out the caution. Here we go. Alright. Caution to end the stage is out. We've got a pass. The 8 car has taken the lead from both of them. We're going to have to go and look at a replay of the move that did it. But John Morgan with what I'm assuming was a very slick move to get by both Tacone and Chow for the lead here, coming to the end of stage 2. And checkered flag, it's going to be John Morgan winning stage 2. Tacone, Chow, Nelson, Gigantar, O'Malley, Heidfeld, Wood, Ponchanak, and Sean Hoffman Jr., your stage points. Alright, we are going to go take a look back at the move that John Morgan took to make this pass. Looks like he ran right through the middle in 1 and 2. How did he get by Chow on the outside? Is it going to be with help? No, he just got a blistering run on that outside lane. Chow didn't have much help, but John Morgan, what a move to win that stage. Pit road is open, should be mostly takers. Looks like we've got a few cars who are staying out. That includes Diego Tacone in the 77. That's an interesting strategy for sure. Who else do we have staying out behind him? Looks like I can't switch. So let's see who we've got consolidating behind the pace car here. Tacone is going to take the lead. That looks like it's Giovanni Martinez and our points leader, Christian Loaiza, who are going to be assuming 2nd and 3rd position. So we head back to watch the race off of pit road. First off, Roland Heidfeld looks like he took a different strategy. He was out fast. Chow, Nelson, Gigantar, and another slow stop for Putra. As we can see, the rest. There's 2 Hendrick cars in the back. Dirk Dingham started in the top 10. He has fallen far, far back. And somewhere along the race, Jordan Walker and Noah Hobson both went out in an accident. I think it was right at the end of the first stage. I am not entirely sure what happened there, but I will let you know if I can find a replay of it at the end of the race. Alright, our pace car is getting ready to make that sharp left turn back into pit road. We've got Tacone, Martinez, and Loaiza, your top 3, coming to 16 laps to go in this race at Auto Club Motors. It's going to be interesting to see which of the fresh tired cars can get by quicker, and whether or not anybody is going to have to pit before the end of this race. Alright, so as the story has been all race, it is the outside lane prevailing on the restart. Auto Club's outside is definitely the better lane here. As you see Connor Nelson shooting way below. He's going to get an excellent jump off this restart, and he's going to move up a few positions. He restarted in 8th, and he is already up to 5th. As we see Giovanni Martinez leading the race. To his outside and to his inside. Look at that pass, Connor Nelson. That 24 car is definitely slower than the regular race pace, and they are dropping it to the back much quicker. I'm sure that is not how they wanted that strategy to go, as Connor Nelson leads the lap. Second place, that is Conte Ponchanak. Where did he come from? He started back in the late 10s as well. So already, right out of the gate, Connor Nelson in that 18, followed by that 23, have started to pull away a little bit in that two-car tandem. But on the outside, you can see those two very quick cars of Chow and Morgan already starting to move on that outside lane. It's definitely going to be a question whether or not pitting will be necessary. As you can see, a big pack of 3 wide cars back there. The gamble of staying out on pit road did not work for the 24 car, the 77, or the 45-hour points leader. They almost certainly are going to need a caution to get back to a position that they want to be in. Nelson was our Daytona 500 winner this season, and he is showing strongest signs that his car has shown all race. He actually just ran a 40.8 this run, the 3rd fastest lap of the race. So whatever second half adjustments that Interstate Batteries car has done has been very helpful to making this car go quicker. Speaking of adjustments, where did the 8 car go? The 8 car was just pushing Wyatt Chow. Let's take a look at how he lost positions. He is a sitting duck on the outside lane. Looks like he just got blown by on the outside, slipped up. It doesn't look like he's as fast as he wants to be right now. We'll go back to our leader, Connor Nelson, as Wyatt Chow has moved into second place on the outside. That 16 car is still one of the top cars in this race. His car does not look like it has fallen off at all. That restart by the 18 and that pass 3 wide below on the inside may go down as the credit 1 move of the race if he can hold on to this win and be the first car to get 2 wins in just 3 races. And that would be 3 in a row for Joe Gibbs Racing after Noah Hobbs won. But here comes on the outside Wyatt Chow with help from Aiden O'Malley. He's going to get a booming run here in that Wendy's Chevrolet. Will he be able to get by the Interstate Batteries Camry out of this turn? It is going to be a tight battle here at the line. And it looks like it is going to be Nelson by a little bit. No, Chow by a little bit. Just barely at the line as he's got the outside. Ponchanak 3rd, O'Malley 4th, and into 5th place. That is Blake Burnett, who has been looking for a good run after 2 rough races to start the season. You've got Jeff Dubuquet in 7th, and Nick Ryder, how about him in 8th after being in the back for almost all of the race, starting way back in 33rd. Showing some life in that Joe Gibbs Racing car. General Booty has moved up to 11, and Noah Hobson finishes 37th out of the race. Joe Gibbs has made some good adjustments. Toyota as a whole. Here comes Conte Ponchanak trying to make it 3 wide for the lead. This could be what Wyatt Chow is looking for on the outside lane. A battle on the inside could let him get a run. It looks like he's going to fall in behind as Conte Ponchanak is going to be searching for a lead. Not going to get it as Nelson slides up. He is going to continue to have his throne in first place. So the question on my mind now is, when do these cars pit if they need to pit? Is this race going to come down to a fuel strategy, a fuel mileage race? as that Wendy's 16 car is still just lurking behind the 18 of Connor Nelson. That 18 car has been good each week here in the NASCAR Cup Series, running up front in all 3 races, claiming the end at Daytona. He is beginning to insert himself into the title favorite conversation. Maybe early, 3 races in, but he has been consistently fast. Chow again is going to peek to the outside to see if he can find something there, but that opens the door for Aiden O'Malley to try to take a stab at second place here. As I think I just saw somebody pitting. Oh, the 45 got damage. Yeah, the 2 car of Kyle Rigger is in the pits. I'm not sure if that's a scheduled or an unscheduled pit stop, but if that's scheduled, we'll start seeing a lot more coming in soon. Nelson 18, O'Malley 2nd, Chow 3rd, Dubuque has moved up to 4th. So let's see if we see more takers coming into pit road here with 8 laps to go. It looks like that is the 22 car of Sean Hoffman who is heading off into the pits, and I believe we'll be starting green flag pit cycle soon. So that is going to be very interesting to see how this all is going to play out for these drivers as we see Rigger coming out of the pit road right in front here. O'Malley has become very close onto the bumper of that 18 car. Has fallen off in the turn. Chow on the outside. Seems like he is losing in the long run, but maybe not. Maybe he's not. He ran very close to the wall there, ran a good lane on the outside. Who else is going to venture into pit road here on this lap as we see Kyle Rigger, the lap car, starting to roar by on the inside. We'll be able to see the difference between fresh tires and not fresh tires very shortly. 6 laps to go here at Auto Club. When will these leaders pit? Nelson's last lap was a 43.1, which is about 2.3 seconds off of his best lap this race. See Rigger in the 2 about to go blow by, get his lap back on those fresh tires. It'll be interesting to see how his strategy pays off, depending on the lap times he's currently running. Here's Giant Gigantar in the 33, making it 3 wide for second place behind Nelson. And it looks like that is going to be a successful move. The outside lane looks like it's starting to lose grip the more worn the tires get. As Chow is starting to have to battle the 35 and the 23 back there as well. Still no more additional takers in pit road. Cars we've seen pit so far are the 2, the 22, and the 1. 24, 77, 45 also pit as expected because of how early they pit in the race. It's almost to the point where these cars are going to try stretching it all the way to the end if nobody has come in and pit yet, because there is not a lot more time to waste here deciding whether to pit or not. As you see, the 33, 35, these are all letting the 18 get away by these battles for second. This is similar to what he saw in his mirror at Daytona, a 3-wide battle. Oh, we've got a wreck. We've got a big wreck. It's going to take out, I think Nick Ryder was involved. I think it starts with Aiden O'Malley. This may bring up NASCAR overtime here. Let's see what happens here. It's like O'Malley cuts down on Dubuque. Look at Chow barely avoiding that. Collects Nick Ryder, Blake Burnett in the 17. Ryder gets hit by the 14 of Trevor Martin. And Jim Bob Cooter hits that 42 as well. The 19 is done for the race. The 42 is done for the race. Who else is that down there? Is it the 6? Yep, the 6 car. see what happened to him, as cars were getting ready to start pitting here. The 6 car trying to avoid it, gets hit. Oh yeah, good damage there. 6 cars done for the race. Here we are coming out of turn 4 for our NASCAR overtime after the caution by O'Malley and Ryder running up the front. It's going to be Nelson, Chow, Gigantar, Pontiac, Dubuque, your top 5 here with just 2 laps to go. Good jump by the 18 car to get by well into the lead, with that 33 falling not far behind. Not the restart the 16 team was looking for, but here they come on the outside, starting to get a run now. Maybe too little too late, especially if he has to battle with that 33 car. Now the 35 going below there. Chow's going to need a good clearing run here to establish second place if he's going to have any chance at this win. White flag to the 18 of Connor Nelson, looking for just his second win in 3 races after winning the 500. That 33 car is giving the 16 hell on the outside lane there. And the 16 is going to finally clear him. All too little too late. Coming out of turn 4, it is another Connor Nelson victory here in the NVIDIA Cup Series. Chow second, Gigantar third, Brovarskoy fourth, 5th place Pontiac, Dubuque, McDonald, Rigger, Putra, and Diego Tacone is your top 10 finishers here today. Another win for the 18 team. They've won 2 of 3 to start the year. I accidentally kept the cars that wrecked in the race, but they all still finished in the back where they were. So just ignore that it doesn't say they were out. They are still in the proper positions. Here are your full race results here at Auto Club Motor Speedway. Tough break for the 16 car of Wyatt Chow, who seemed to be one of the most dominant forces all day. Connor Nelson with an excellent late race adjustment. I will see you guys shortly with a points update. Alright, here is a look at our point standings. Connor Nelson with an assuming points lead, 132. 2 wins, plenty of time for that gap to close in, though. We have 23 more races before the playoffs. Plenty of time. Comment down below where you're at and where you finished. I love hearing from you guys. Love hearing some input. Love hearing how you did or how you wish you did. And I appreciate all the support on these videos. It's what makes me want to upload them more. So, yeah, sorry for this one getting out too late. I was trying to get it in before I went to work, but it wasn't going to be possible today. Anyways, you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and I hope you enjoyed Auto Club. See you next time at Phoenix.